An extraordinary escalation today in the Trump administration's efforts to target the president's critics, with Arizona Senator Mark Kelly now facing a Defense Department investigation after Kelly and 5 other Democratic lawmakers, all former military and intelligence officers, released this video last week.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
Urging current officers to defy unlawful orders from the administration. Kelly speaking overnight.
I think it's important for people to know that they need to be able to stand up and speak out.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth announcing an inquiry into the retired Navy captain and astronaut, calling the lawmakers' video, quote, despicable, reckless, and false. The department says it's probing whether the video was intended to interfere with the loyalty, morale, or good order and discipline of the armed forces, and saying its review could lead to Kelly being recalled to active duty for a court-martial.
Is the White House supportive of the Pentagon's investigation into Mark Kelly, and what do you make of his response that it's just intimidation?
I think what Senator Mark Kelly was actually trying to do was intimidate the 1.3 million active duty service members.
In the wake of the video's release, President Trump accused the lawmakers of sedition, punishable by death, and shared a post that said, quote, hang them, later clarifying.
I'm not threatening death, but I think they're in serious trouble.
Kelly now saying he's being targeted.
I said something that was pretty simple and non-controversial, and that was that members of the military should follow the law. And in response to that, Donald Trump said I should be executed.
Well, the president has somewhat backed away from the execution rhetoric, but continues to post that the other Democrats involved in that video should face consequences, too. A senior White House official tells me that any investigations of the other 5 would be up to the Department of Justice to open and pursue, and that the president has made his desire to see such action taken very clear. Savannah?
Garrett, Haake, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.